Good morning, Leo. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Leo, I've seen you guys, quite a few new subscribers, so I just want to say thank you. And you guys' video for November was like the top one, so I plan on getting an extra bonus Leo reading out there to you guys here, hopefully by the end of the week. That's the goal. I'm sure I can do that. So this is going to be a weekly reading from November 6th to November 12th. Tap in, see what's going on with your energy. I will say this to you, Leo. I feel like somebody's pissed you off, to be honest with you. Who this person is, or what this situation is, I don't know. We'll dive into it. But I do feel like there's a change that's coming in. I feel like you're a little frustrated right now with something. And there's a 5:50 on the clock there, so some changes are happening for you. I do feel like they're positive changes though, so we'll see. So anyhow, I wanted to say thank you to everybody who has supported the channel by subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. It is superb and I appreciate each and every single one of you. If you are interested in personal readings, those are open for the next 2 weeks. You can find that information in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page, and also go to holisticallyzenwv.com for a full list of products and services as well. So Leo, let's just jump into your reading, see what's happening for you guys. Oh yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right, Leo, what's happening for the sign, star sign of Leo this week, November 6th through the 12th, please, Spirit? What does Leo need to know? Garden in the gate. I do feel like you're holding back. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agreed. This world card that kept coming out yesterday when I was doing some of these readings. I think you're trying to contain some emotion. I think you're trying to contain yourself. Man holding coin and carrying connections. Door to value. I think, Leo, you've played small for too long. Plain and simple. And it sounds so vague, but it's the truth. Like, there's a clear path forward. 222 on the clock. There's a clear path forward for you guys, and it's 3, 4, 5, 7, admitting your boundaries when it comes to a specific situation or person as well. Scorpio's reading, I just did it, and it was a little similar in that energy, Leo. I think you might finally be getting to a space of willing to put in the work, or someone is willing to put in and try this work with you. But I do feel like this comes after a period of frustration in regards to a particular situation. What is this garden in the gate? 6 of Pentacles. You know you have to make an investment into whatever it is that you decide you're going to do. And, you know, this could be a matter of control. This could be a matter of how you see yourself too, Leo, in your masculine energy. So male, female, right? It doesn't matter however you identify. We all have masculine and feminine energies within us, right? I feel like when we talk about this change that's happening, this is maybe you have given for so long, everyone else has taken. Like, we know the same old song and dance. We talk about it all the time in many of these videos. But you're like starting to recognize the need of switch up here. Like, so whether this is a matter of control or ruling, this is also, I'm getting Mars energy attached to this, even though I typically wouldn't. And that's pushback, right? It's war. It's a lot of things. It's communication, right? It's, Spirit is kind of like dumping everything onto this Mars kind of energy. Check your Mars placements as well. Could be dealing with an Aries here too, but it's just like, I'm willing to go for and after what is going to be reciprocated. And it's like, you've got your hand out to the universe going, when is it my turn? And I think that I don't feel like you're going into victim mode, but I do feel like there's this longing and desire for something to come back, return, investment of whether it's time, energy, money, attention, detail, whatever, back into you. And this door to value is you're starting to realize, and there you are, Leo, after some pain and strife frustration. I talked about like, you know, getting a little pissed off. And I think that pissed off kind of energy is coming from this broken heart space, right? Like, it's like, okay, I've had enough disappointments. I've had enough sadness. Things around me are being illuminated so that I get a better grasp on this. Man holding coin, caring connection, Page of Pentacles. You could have been dealing with somebody, Leo, and I think this kind of came up before. This tends to kind of resonate with you guys regularly. This withholding. This holding back that creates extra space around you, where it's almost like it becomes a void kind of energy. So, this caring connections. Let's see. 5 of Wands. It's like love's a battlefield, right? Love's a battleground. Or you feel like you're constantly, you know, fighting in a battle, trying to achieve a higher sense of self, even though it seems to be tied to, it could be love, but could be other people. I don't think that it's necessarily love. It's about what it is that you are actually connecting with or trying to connect with. 3 of Cups. And this could come from outside sources, right? That 3, coming from outside sources, getting in touch with our emotions. And that can be the struggle too, is that there's a different viewpoint for you versus somebody else when it comes to these connections and your stability. Someone could just be trying to say to you, you know, you need to do it this way. You need that need. It's like, be careful how much we tell somebody they need to do something. Suggest it, right? So let that fit where it goes for you guys. But I'm getting a lot of little messages here. Could be taking off for the weekend this weekend too, Leo. Needing a change of scenery. Spirit's even saying taking the weekend off. Another 5 is coming through right there as well. So you have 4 5s here that are sticking out to me. Mother of Wands, same card, same placement as Scorpio. It's kind of like defend to the end kind of energy, going back into protection mode in some way. But I also feel like you're being guided to do this to kind of regain a sense of self. The Chariot, forward movement, Cancerian energy, Aries energy here as well. Aries, Leo, and Sag. So it can be like you're kind of stepping up, ramping up to take this. Spirit's calling it an initiation. Leo, don't run back. 2 of Cups. If there was something or somebody that brought in some kind of space of unity at some point for you, it's almost like you kind of want to turn around and go back to this. It's kind of like they get you twisted up. The Page of Wands. I'm not a fan of the Page of Wands. I'm not a fan of the Knight of Wands. They're just not my favorite cards for whatever reason. And when I see this attached to love, or the 2 of Cups in this case, you need to trust your intuition on this. Leo, I almost kind of feel like you're butting heads with yourself, your higher self, and then there's you. And somewhere in the middle of this is getting twisted in regards to connection or partnership or something. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic, but there's been some type of emotional fulfillment that made you feel good. Some offer for some passion or security. I don't think that I trust it, and I don't think in the past either, Leo, that you have. I can't remember what was all in your last reading. It's not for me to know. I have a hard time remembering them. But it's kind of brought you back to this space of hunkering down and feeling, you might have felt small again. Ace of Swords, you could have gotten there's some truth, there's clarity around probably a person's intentions towards you that needed to be seen. But I also feel like there's something about this that's falling away. You've got the Page of Cups, or the Knight of Cups, I'm sorry. 4 of Swords. Resting on your what's that, laurels? Is that what they call it? Your laurels, your morals, something like that. But I feel like that's kind of what you're doing here right now, Sun. Again, something was illuminated, a judgment call that you had to make. You could have taken off in a completely different direction based upon this energetic pull, the magician energy, right? You're able to create the world in which you want. I feel like you backed out of something. You felt the need to back out of something to kind of protect that space for you, because I think that there's something else in your world that has a lot of emotional fulfillment for you, that is what you're trying to still harvest and reap the rewards from. So it's like, it's time to move on. That Chariot is forward movement. It is an awareness. A lot of red. The reds are picking up, picking up on a lot of that red energy. Something around a particular situation could have made you feel foolish, emotionally foolish, financially foolish, going, what would this have been the best thing that I could have done for myself? Five of Pentacles, because I feel like you may feel like you missed an opportunity, and it's something that you need to move on from. There's a big mix between feeling sorry for yourself and then this Pack of Pentacles kind of energy to get to that 10. So it could be a little bit of like the way it feels is like guilt attached to something, and going, okay, so yeah, I could have done this differently, but I didn't, and now here we are, and I just want to move on and move forward. Don't get hung up on that. You guys have a lot of little things coming through. The Death card, Scorpio energy there too. Somebody could have made an offer and retracted that offer from you for some reason. But this is to transform that feeling of that lack, right? It is just to transform the upheaval of going back and forth on this, and maybe making yourself feel foolish and stupid that you didn't do something in a certain way. A lot of water, even though I have only 3 cup cards here, but that Chariot and that Death is, indicative of Cancer and Scorpio energy there, Leo, and that's kind of where it is. Like, somebody could have given in and then taken it back, kind of thing as well. And the 4 of Cups. Oh, there's another 4. So there's 4 fours. 4 fours, 24 is a 6. As I say this, the 6 of Cups pops out. This could be past life connection. 7 of Pentacles, something not coming to fruition the way you had hoped. It's planting those seeds, waiting. That there was a 50-50 chance of something working out, maybe in the way that you had hoped for. But it's like, the thing that I keep seeing here, Leo, that really stands out more than anything, is that somebody gives, somebody is excited that this other person is giving, and there you are on the bottom. But in the same breath, it's like kids. You think about, like, when we're kids, like our friend makes us like a friendship bracelet kind of thing, right? And they come in and they're like, here, I gave this to you, and you're sitting there and you're like, well, I didn't make you anything, and then you're going back and making something for them. So it kind of starts this entanglement between the two of giving. But I think that there at some point becomes a realization to something here for you, that you might have sat on this too long. They might have sat on this too long. There was a little bit of like getting things twisted, confused around a situation, which leads to this, I need to walk away and just move on from this energy, because there's guilt. Like, even with that 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles, there's some kind of guilt associated with this, and it's the need to change anything like that for yourself. And I feel like even as you move on, Leo, this week through something, that you're determined to move on, but there's still something that pulls you back to that space. I hope that's making sense, the way I'm explaining this to you. 7 of Pentacles, it's almost in the upright. I feel like where he's got 7 Pentacles, you planted 5. and hoping for a 10 of Pentacles out of planting 5. Hoping that someone else is going to put into that too, to bring that connection together. Your strength and courage and bravery to just move on. Like, whatever this is, I don't feel like it's catastrophic for you by any means. I think you just need to let it go and move on. Presence. Like, pay attention to any anxieties that are creeping up in the shoulders and the neck. Because it's like you're creating a heaviness where it doesn't need to be right now. Just check in with yourself. Take a moment and just breathe into that space. Take a moment so that you can clear your head. It's like, give attention to what needs attention and let the rest go. And I think that this past kind of feeling is, it's not created a blockage yet, but to hang on to that will create energetic blockages moving forward, okay? Last bit of advice for Leo, please, Spirit. Last bit of advice for Leo. Resolution. Focus. Shift your focus. I'm going to read this. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in a way that we hoped or we want, but being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. I just feel like, Leo, like you kind of got involved in something, standing in your convictions. Somebody may have pissed you off. Like I said, back in the very beginning, that Mother of Wands is just like, she's protective. She's going to stand her ground. And I think things, what I'm hearing is things just got kind of carried away. 1551. Things got carried away in a way that didn't make sense. I don't think anybody was putting a whole lot of thought into something here to begin with. And then it just kind of was like rolling with emotions, and I don't think that anybody was really paying attention to a situation. So it was like, maybe somebody was overgiving and kind of smothering too. So, or is, I got hiccups. Coffee hiccups. All right, Leo, I'm leaving it there. If you guys found this video resonated for you, like, share, subscribe, comment. holisticallyzenwv.com, full list of products and services. You can reach me through there as well to book readings or distance Reiki or whatever it is you want to do. So I'm sending you guys tons of love. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.